America. That's right, boys and girls. You like what you see? See this mustache right here? If you're new to the channel, no, I usually don't have a mustache, so I'm just trying to get that right out of the way because this is not an everyday thing. Because it's Halloween next week, I'm trying to get into character early. Got myself a real nice American mustache. But yeah, so Renaissance Periodization, full day of eating. You see it in the title. This is their mass phase, or bulking. So I did Renaissance Periodization last year. Fantastic results. I'm gonna put up a photo real quick right here. Almost said photo right here real quick. Last year, I ended my bulk at 200 pounds. I cut all the way down to 182 pounds, shredded wheat, the lightest and leanest I've ever been in my life, basically, since like high school, which was like 20 years ago. Actually, no, not 20 years ago. That would make me really old. 10 years ago. I'm not old. You know, got this rockin' mustache. It looked like somebody's dad or something. So yeah, leanest I've ever been. Performance was crazy, strength was crazy, body composition was amazing, and it's the easiest diet to kind of follow through a template. So first link in the description, renaissanceperiodization.com. You go to the auto template, you fill out all your information, they spit out a template for you, which we will discuss further in the video. I'll break it all down for you, but it's pretty cut and dry, simple foods. But yeah, great results. And we're restarting the mass phase. So this is basically year 2. Mass phase, I'm starting out at 200 pounds, which last year I ended at 200 pounds. So I'm already way bigger than I was last year. My goal is to get up to like 210, 212-ish, and then cut down to like a pretty lean, like 195. So trying to get that body composition, I was at 182, but at like 195, which I think is gonna be doable because I'm staying relatively lean, which is great for this this diet, Renaissance Periodization. Is a body composition diet, but also performance diet. So I do CrossFit. Don't click off the video just because I said CrossFit. I do CrossFit, powerlifting, strongman, Olympic weightlifting, bodybuilding. I do pretty much everything. So, which coming up in the next couple months, I'm gonna do a lot of full day of training videos covering Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, all the things I just listed. So if you're interested in that, comment down below. Say, hey, do more full days of training. I really like to see your powerlifting split or whatever. So off topic. Renaissance Periodization, the mass phase. Because I personally train 2 times a day, the auto template doesn't have a 2-day split. So I change things up a little bit, but basically my macros are 4,400 calories a day. And that's just for the start. I might have to bump that up as training increases. 4,400 calories a day, 210 grams of protein, 500 carbohydrates, and 180 grams of fat. So a lot of fat, a lot of carbs, pretty steady protein. So one thing I will say right off the bat, you do not need to eat absurd amounts of protons because, duh. You don't need to eat the 2 times the body weight. People are always like, well, bodybuilding.com says you got to eat 2 times your body weight. Or Phil Heath said I eat 3 times my body weight. I eat 600 grams of protein a day. Well, guess what? You ain't Phil Heath and you ain't got 26-inch arms. So just your body weight is the recommended protein. So yeah, those are my macros. Those are my calories. Like I said, that might go up or down depending on training volume. So a little background on me. 2 times a day I train in the AM and in the PM. In total, it's about 4 hours a day. I usually train 7 days a week. If I do take a day off, it'll be just like an hour or 2 of training, kind of just doing bodybuilding. That's kind of almost like my break. But yeah, 7 days a week. I usually take maybe 2 days off a month where I completely don't do anything. So I do a lot of training volume. So you're gonna have to adjust your template based off of how much you train or how much you don't train, because the template is kind of like a starting point and then you adjust accordingly. So it's not gonna be perfect. So first meal of the day for me is supposed to be 5 ounces of protein, 3 servings of fat, which is 45 grams, and 40 grams of carbohydrates with 2 servings of healthy greens. So greens, vegetables? Who eats vegetables, especially on a bulk? We're gonna talk about that more. So what I have here is 40 grams of carbohydrates in quick oats. I have in my coffee right now 45 grams of fats with this brain octane oil in my black coffee. And in this shaker cup, I'm gonna add my protein, 35 grams. Shake this up, drink this down. And the main reason I'm doing a protein shake is because I'm gonna train and I don't wanna have like a massive meal in my stomach, especially at 6 a.m. So for those that don't know, I own a CrossFit gym. So I'm here at like 4:30 in the morning and I don't have time to like cook up eggs and bacon and eat that. So protein shake is pretty much the easiest thing for me. So I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna train, and then I'll see you for meal 2, which will be post-workout. So post-workout, I worked out for probably an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, a lot of bodybuilding kind of stuff. And then later today, I'm probably gonna do more weightlifting, metabolic training. But post-workout, I have 100 carbs, 35 grams of protein, and 40 grams of fat. So this is what I have. Doesn't look too pretty, but I have 3 whole eggs, 4 egg whites, 2 of these 100% whole wheat English muffins, an apple, a banana, and this entire bell pepper, which I actually eat this like an apple, eat the entire thing. So each meal, you're supposed to have a handful or 2 handfuls of greens. So this is like my handful of greens for this meal. Probably gonna double up on dinner and lunch for my greens, but as you can see, it's pretty healthy stuff. Fruits, vegetables, lean sources of protein. Obviously these egg whites have some fat in it, but they're healthy omegas. But there's no Oreos, there's no Doritos, there's no chips. I mean, this is healthy food, and that's how a bulk should be. It should be clean sources of food, and then every once in a while you sprinkle a little goodness on top. Now with Renaissance Periodization, it is a body composition diet, so the healthier foods that you eat, the better body composition you're going to have. If you eat things like Oreos for your carbs or ice cream, things like that, your body composition is going to decrease. Now, there are studies and from Renaissance Periodization, they do suggest some high glycemic carbohydrates post-workout or high glycemic carbohydrates around your workout. So the whole point of that is to spike your insulin. Now, there are videos on online Renaissance Periodization that they recommend things like Fruit Loops or like sugary cereals post-workout, and that's fine for that meal, but you don't want to fill the rest of your day with Fruity Pebbles because then you're going to have moobs and your bulk is going to be horrible. So for the most part, 95% of the time, you're going to eat healthy, lean sources of protein, really healthy, low glycemic carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, and then around your workout, which I'll show you when I go back to the gym, high glycemic intracarbs, high glycemic post-workout carbs. But I'm going to eat this, enjoy this, and then we're going to talk about the auto template after I eat this, because the last thing I want to do is eat cold eggs. All right, so let's talk about the auto template just a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy into it because it'd be unfair for me to like show you everything that's on the auto template and like give away information for free. So I'm going to give you basically the rundown, and I'm going to kind of block out like my serving sizes and stuff like that because that's just unfair to do to Renaissance Periodization. So I'm going to look at my phone and look at it as I put it up on the screen for you guys. So basically you put in all your information for the auto template, your training, weight, goals, etc., all that crap. You put that in there. They email you the auto template based off of the information that you gave them. So what you receive is the base, the mass, 1, 2, and 3, and then the new base. So your base is your maintenance, and then you get your mass phase, and then your new base off of your mass. So you get all these tabs, and the best part about the tabs is that It has light training days, it has moderate training days, and it has heavy training days depending on how much you work out and the type of training that you do. So that's going to be the part where it's going to be kind of like trial and error. You're going to have to like test out and see what works best for you. So I personally went off moderate, and then I was like immediately like, I need to do heavy because I was losing weight. So you also have on top of that the time of day that you train. So there's a template off of if you train first thing in the morning. They have a template if you train off of one meal, so you eat one meal and then you train. They have a template if you eat 2 meals and then you train, 3 meals and then you train, 4 meals then you train, and then they have that for light, moderate, and hard training days. So there's it's not just one template. It's templates. You get multiple templates, and those templates for light, moderate, heavy, and the time of training is for all of the phases. So base, mass 1, 2, 3, and new base. So basically what you get at the top of the template, if I zoom this up, you get the lean protein sources, which is any fish, so tuna, salmon, etc., any seafood like shrimp, scallops, stuff like that, chicken breast, turkey breast, any meat 90% or leaner. So that's a huge thing right there. So you want to choose lean sources of protein like I mentioned. This isn't like eating prime rib dinner every single night. Egg whites, 5 ounces of lean meat equals 30 grams of protein. 6 ounces of lean meat equals 36 grams of protein. That is going to change based off of your template, but that's my template. So veggies, they have a list of veggies, and the serving size is 1 handful or 1 cup. Healthy fats, small handful of nuts, half avocado, 1 tablespoon olive oil, canola oil, 2 tablespoons of natural nut butter. So you know you're not going to be eating Skippy. You need to buy the fresh ground or as natural as possible. I get the fresh ground peanut butter from like Big Y. So no Skippy or anything like that. If you don't have anything from that list, it's just a serving size is 15 grams. So for me, in the morning, it's 3 servings of fat, so it's 45 grams of fat. Then there's a healthy carbs section, so you can choose from whole grain bread, rice of any type, whole wheat pasta, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, quinoa, any fruit, and then there's a workout shake carbs. So I will show you this in a little bit after we discuss about this auto template, but you choose from high glycemic carbohydrates in liquid form. So you get Gatorade, lemonade, Powerade, coconut water, advanced carbs, such as like any kind of supplement company that has like protein, carbohydrate powders. You can use that, Kool-Aid, or any fruit juice. So that's pretty much the breakdown. And then once you get into your meals, I'll zoom this up and I'll tell you just one of my meals. Actually, I'll give you an example. Protein amount, say that it said 1 ounce of lean protein source. So you go from the red and you go back up to the top to the red section, that's your lean protein sources. The green column is your veggies, so 2 handfuls of greens. You go up to your greens, choose greens. Healthy fats, 1 serving of healthy fat, so you scroll up to the top, get your fats for the day, for that meal. Healthy carbs, you scroll up to the top, you choose your healthy carbs from that list. So it's pretty cut and dry if you use just the recommended food groups, because you basically just go, I need this amount of food, choose this protein, choose this vegetable, choose this carb, choose that fat, and it's just really simple to follow along. And like I said, you get, the best part about it is it's multiple templates, so you get light, moderate, heavy days. The time of training is really awesome, and that's part of the Renaissance periodization is nutrient timing is a huge factor. So if you're interested, I highly recommend getting it. But that's a little breakdown. We'll talk about it more after I work out, but I'm headed to the gym right now and I'll show you the intracarb in the Gatorade form. So hanging on the floor, you know, dude comes in, he says, I got a gift for you, and I have one guess. So you're saying that they're not pink leggings?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's very relevant to the situation.
Oh, okay. some sort of massager.
Close. Not really close, but like.
Am I in a general area?
No.
Oh. Is something that's gonna make not my back feel better, but my heart feel better?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Oh, ooh, okay. Let's see.
Last guess.
It's tough to really say. Is it does to do with exercise? Oh, okay. Oreos?
I wish.
Oh. Oh, a cane. So this is a comical. Wait, this is a comical gift.
With an eagle that
Oh
looks like
shit!
invigorates.
Wait, hold on. How'd you get this? Where is this yours?
I bought it yesterday.
Oh, this is an even better gift. Not only can I use this for Halloween, but I could actually use this for right now.
That was the point.
Let me just get up. Let me just get up off the floor and just try to use this thing. Oh God! This is no. I could use this for. I could use this for when I'm coaching, and I'm just like, all right, here we go.
That was the point of it.
What we're gonna do today is when I'm 90.
I was figuring today.
Thanks.
Because of the back.
I mean, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I mean, and it's got. Where'd you get it?
Ocean State.
Ocean State has always got everything, you know? And it's gonna look great when I have a handlebar mustache and it's gray.
Yeah, I've never in my life seen someone so stupid. Yeah, he's not even gonna defend himself. What a bitch.
Truck training, carbs and protein. So on the Renaissance periodization template, you're gonna see intra-carb shake, and basically all you do, depending on how many carbs it tells you to drink based off of your personal auto template, you're gonna use either Gatorade powder, lemonade, you can use High C, Kool-Aid, or you can use straight up pure dextrose powder, which I use this if I'm like having coffee. I just make like a cream and sugar coffee, or not a cream sugar, a sugar coffee. But because that doesn't taste so good, I like to do just straight up Gatorade powder, because the main ingredient is, yeah, just because you're not YouTube famous, Chris, okay? The main ingredient is dextrose. And obviously there's some other weird flavoring and chemicals in here, but I personally need 40 grams of carbohydrates, which 2 scoops of this is actually 44, but I mean, 4 grams ain't gonna hurt me. So I mix this, I drink a third of it before I work out, a third during, a third as soon as I'm done working out. And then in another shaker cup, I have protein, so 35 grams of protein, and it's same thing, a third before, third during, third after. And the main purpose of the liquid carbs and protein is just quick digestion, and it goes right into your system. So if you want to learn more about that, like I said in the beginning of the video, get the book, because then you can understand what in the hell is going on. So I'm gonna work out, and then I'll show you the post-workout. All right, back from the gym, and this is post-workout meal. So I have the following, and this meal is supposed to be 40 minutes post-workout, but it's only been about 20 minutes, but it doesn't really matter because I only have, it's 5:30, I have 3 hours before I go to bed, and I still have 2 more meals. So this is 5 ounces of protein, a small handful of greens, 1 serving of fat, which is 15 grams, and 120 carbs. So what I have is, in this bowl, I have 100 grams worth of carbohydrates for oatmeal. I have an apple. I have one of those peppers again, and I have, let's see, this is going to be exactly 1 cup of cottage cheese. So 2 servings of cottage cheese. So this is fat-free, and then for fat, I'm probably going to add 1 tablespoon of fresh ground peanut butter, probably in the oatmeal. So I'm gonna eat that. That's all post-workout. It's kind of lower fat, so you're kind of still, your body's kind of absorbing all that food, faster digesting foods, and then my next 2 meals are gonna be a little bit higher in fat, which you'll see. But I'm gonna eat this because I'm hungry. I need to edit some videos, and then I'll show you the next 2 meals, which I might actually just combine into 1 meal, but eat this, and then I'll show you the next one.
All right, here we go. The last meal of the day. This is actually 2 meals in 1. So you're looking at 200 carbohydrates. This is whole wheat pasta, angel hair, a whole entire head of broccoli rabe, my favorite vegetable, and 2 pounds of chicken breast. So this is 70 grams of protein, 200 carbs. I put olive oil on here, so I covered 1 of my meals of fat, which is 45 grams. I need to eat an additional 45 grams of fat, so I'm probably gonna have peanut butter because, I mean, who doesn't love peanut butter? So I'm gonna eat this. This might take me like the next hour to eat. This is a lot of pasta. So this dish is probably 3 or 4 pounds. Yeah, usually on the Renaissance Periodization, on all the templates, there's a casein shake for bedtime. I'm out of casein. Casein is just a slow digesting protein. And I would really have a protein shake probably with bananas in it, and then some fat like peanut butter. And that's basically just gonna slowly digest overnight so that I don't wake up starving. So, but I don't have that right now, so I just have to make do with this chicken dish. But if you do have casein, you can make like any kind of a shake, really. It's the easiest thing to do. Blend up some fruits, some veggies, add some healthy fats in there to slow the digestion period. But that is pretty much the full day of eating. So I'm gonna put more videos for Renaissance Periodization. I'm gonna do more full days of eating, and I'm gonna do different foods every single time I do it, so it's not like the same video every time. Like I said, you can have unhealthy carbohydrates such as like Fruit Loops post-workout, and actually like throughout the whole day, basically, if you really wanted to. Your strength wouldn't like be compromised, or your performance, but probably your body composition. Oh, well, I should say your body composition will be definitely compromised, because the crappier your foods are, the crappier the body composition. And the whole point of the bulk or the mass phase is to increase as much muscle mass as possible while staying relatively lean, so that when you get to the cut phase, it's not that aggressive of a cut. So you want to get that. That's where the term lean bulk comes from, so that you're not like getting super fat and just like eating Ben and Jerry's every night. Some people are gifted. Some people can get away with Ben and Jerry's and waffles and sugary cereals, and their body composition's not affected. So it is totally trial and error. You can play around with it. But if you know me, I have my cheat days on the weekend, so I kind of stay away from that stuff as much as possible, and then enjoy myself on the weekend. So there's also that route. And because of the bulk, people always ask me this question, people are always like, am I gonna stop doing cheat days because of the bulk? No. Quick answer, no. So basically with the bulk, I can afford a bigger cheat day because I'm not necessarily concerning myself with gaining weight. I want to gain weight, so more calories, the better. So donuts, ice cream, things like that, but I'm gonna keep it for the cheat days. So yeah, if you like this content, thumbs up, comment down below that you want to see more full days of eating. Comment down below any questions you have on Renaissance Periodization. But like I said, first link in the description, really cheap, $100, and you get like this crazy complex, well, I shouldn't say crazy complex, you get multiple templates for a really cheap price, and it's super easy to follow. So it's not just like one sheet of paper, you get multiple templates. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna eat this chicken, eat this meal, and then it's bedtime because it's 7 o'clock, and I go to bed at 8 because I have to get up at 4. So ramble jamble.